Today we'd like to show you a few of the strawberry varieties we're growing this season and share our first impressions of each one. This update is filmed in mid-June, so you can see how the plants are developing at this stage. Brilla. The first variety is Brilla, an early-season strawberry. It produces strong, vigorous plants and beautiful large, elongated berries. Even though these are only second-year plants, they are already carrying a heavy crop. The berries are ripening nicely, and the plants have also started sending out runners, making them easy to propagate. Faith and Argentera. Next, we have two late-season varieties. Faith and Argentera. These plants have very vigorous growth and produce lots of flower stalks. At this point, most of the fruit is still small and green, which is expected for later varieties. Even the young plants that we established from runners last fall are flowering and developing well. In fact, many of our newer beds were planted from healthy runners rather than purchased nursery plants, and they have performed exceptionally well. Petra. Now let's look at some of the new Italian varieties we planted as frigo plants. The first one is Petra, an ever-bearing, day-neutral strawberry. It was one of the earliest to produce ripe berries, and we've already enjoyed tasting some of them. The fruit looks beautiful, and the plants are already producing plenty of runners for future propagation. Anya. Another ever-bearing variety we're really happy with is Anya. It is producing both berries and runners at the same time. The fruit isn't the largest, but the flavor is outstanding. Sweet, balanced, and very enjoyable fresh from the garden. Federico. Next is Federico, a late-season, large-fruited variety. You can immediately notice its strong, robust plants. The first berries are already developing, and they are impressively large. Besides their size, they also have a very pleasant flavor. The plants are healthy and have started producing runners as well. Cadenza. Finally, we'd like to show you Cadenza, another late-season large berry variety that has really impressed us. The berries have a beautiful glossy appearance and a firm, juicy texture. They're not overly soft, which is great if you're looking for a variety with good handling qualities. We planted Cadenza as plug plants, and the results have been excellent. Almost every single plant established successfully. We lost only 1 out of 96 plants. The bushes are upright and vigorous, with sturdy leaves and strong runners. Seedling final thoughts. So that's a quick look at how our strawberry patch is doing right now. So far, we're very pleased with all of these varieties. The early, late, and ever-bearing types each have their own strengths, and the new Italian cultivars have adapted especially well to our garden. If you're planning your next strawberry planting, these are definitely varieties worth considering. Which strawberry varieties are your favorites? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what grows best in your garden. After showing you the different strawberry varieties we're growing this season, we'd also like to share a small experiment that might help anyone planning a new strawberry patch. Last fall, we ordered Cadenza as plug plants, tray-grown nursery plants. I don't remember the exact price anymore, but it was already quite late in the planting season. Right next to them, we planted our own runners from two varieties we already had growing in the garden, Faith and Argentera. Now, after several months of growth, we can compare them side by side. Honestly, we see almost no difference at all between the professionally grown plug plants and the healthy runners we propagated ourselves. And that's even more impressive considering that last fall we had a little unexpected challenge. Our local crows seemed to love pulling out the young plants. We had to replant both the plug plants and the runners several times. Despite that, losses were minimal on both sides, and the plants recovered very well. If you look at the rows today, both the Cadenza plug plants and the Faith and Argentera runners have developed into strong, healthy strawberry plants. The only noticeable difference is that Cadenza has started flowering a little earlier, with the first flower stalks already appearing, while Faith and Argentera are still focusing on vegetative growth. Of course, Cadenza is also considered a later variety, so this difference is not very significant. One thing we've learned from this experience is that if you have access to high-quality runners from a variety you like, don't be afraid to plant them, even if it's later in the season. Healthy runners establish surprisingly well and can perform just as well as more expensive nursery plug plants. In some spots, we even planted 2 runners together because we had plenty of good material available. As you can see, they rooted and developed beautifully. So, if you're looking to save a little money when expanding your strawberry collection, using runners can be an excellent option. They usually cost much less than plug plants, and in our experience they are not inferior at all, as long as you start with strong, healthy plants. Our takeaway from this season is simple. Both plug plants and runners can produce excellent results. If you have good runners available, you can confidently use them and save money without sacrificing quality. We hope our experience helps you decide what works best for your own garden. Happy growing, and we'll see you in the next strawberry update. Strawberry.